Hi guys, it's me again, and now we're on the North Mariana Islands, as they have like a relatively small size and population, but it's kind of like one of Micronesia's fastest growing islands, as like half the people on the islands are residents from Asian nations like South Korea, China and Philippines, as they also contain several Spanish and American influences in addition to the original Chamorro and Carolinian cultures. As the first known Northern Island, Mariana Islands residents arrived in the Philippines, from the Philippines, Indonesia and Malay Peninsula around 2000 BC. As the Chamorro people, as became known, built their homes and significant structures on giant pillars and latte stones. As Tinian's house Taga Sandra Jose Tinian, and the Rotas as Neves latte stone quarry. Senapalo Rota as the two most impressive structures from the area that still survive. But then in 1521, a Spanish explorer by the name of Ferdinand Magellan became the first European to land on the Northern Mariana Islands. And after the island became a Spanish territory, as the Chamorro farmers, hunters and fishers pillaged from Magellan ships, causing Magellan to first name these territories the Island of Thieves, as the islands were renamed Mariana after Spanish king Philip the IV's widow Mariana in 1664. The new migrants from Micronesian islands migrated to the North Mariana Islands after most of the original Chamorro population perished during Spanish rule, as the residents were called Carolinians, because the majority of them came from the Caroline Islands during the 1800s, and in 1899 the islands became German territories and fell under the Japanese during World War One. And throughout World War One and well into World War Two, the islands served mainly as a Japanese military garrison until the United States Marines landed in Saipan in 1944, and launched the Battle of Saipan. And it was a bitterly fought 3-week battle, as the Americans eventually defeated the Japanese, and the American Memorial Park is the most obvious reminder of the tumultuous time in Northern Mariana Islands history. And the islands have been a United States territory ever since then, but chose not to seek complete independence during the 1970s. And like Puerto Rico, which we will get in some weeks, is now a Commonwealth of the United States. And although the native islanders are United States citizens by birth, they cannot vote in presidential elections and do not pay federal taxes. And today, the Northern Mariana Islands tourism industry forms a quarter of the gross domestic product and employs roughly half the workforce, as a growing number of Asian tourists and migrants who come to the islands have contributed greatly to both islands' culture and their rapidly increasing population. It is thought that the Chamorros, who have lived there since 2000 BC, to the far more recent migrant workers from across Asia, each of the ethnic groups have conquered and lived on Northern Mariana Islands, and have made their own contributions to the unique culture, as is the unique culture of every country pretty much. There's the biggest influence from the islands is the Spanish occupation, as 90% of the residents are practicing Catholics kind of thing, as the Spanish-style churches scattered throughout the islands and Spanish-influenced cha-cha dancing kind of thing. As American evidence is the most influences most evident in Saipan's strong United States military presence and a myriad restaurants and retail chains. As traditional dances accompanies the wide varieties of music played and performed there, and which ranges from Asian pop hits to Hawaiian take on reggae called Hawaiian. So yeah. And the North Mariana Islands have spoken languages are Carolinian, Chamorro and English, and the written is obviously English as well as it's like the capital of Northern Mariana Island in Saipan, and the population is about 74,612, and they take up a space of about 477 kilometers squared. Yeah, we're on the legend of Taga, the last Magai of the Chamorro people, as they were born on the island of Rota, or Luta in the Chamorro language, which is an ancient ancestral heart of the Chamorro people, as his father was the ruler of the islands, as he was said to be great, mighty and strong, as he raised a number of latte stones, which is kind of like a type of large stone pillar or haigi in the Chamorro language, which is a hemispheric stone cap that serves to support large homes or huts. As Taga's father and his sons were giants, but one son was exceptional in his strength and ambition, with that son being Taga. And around the age of 15, Taga rebelled against his father by attempting to overthrow said father. However, he lacked the strength to carry it out, as Taga's father uprooted a tree and went after him, forcing Taga to leap into the north tip of Rota to the island of Tinian, as the island was about 65 miles or so from Rota. It was far enough away for his paternal trolls to ease somewhat. As Taga finished his childhood among the people of Tinian, eventually having a wife from the island. As a young man, he witnessed the beginnings of the Spanish interests in the island, which would kind of like restock their supplies and food and water on their way to places that they believed to hold great treasures, such as Mexico, South America and Philippines, as it was likely, though no one knows for certain, that this was certain catalyst that led Taga on his mission to unify the islands under a single ruler. As his first step in unifying the archipelago began when he subjugated all the villages of Tinian and Aguigan, also nicknamed Goat Island, which was a small island with high cliffs that is very near to Tinian. After these islands were subjugated, Taga struck north and unified the small islands north of Saipan. Afterwards, he proceeded to strike towards his home island of Rota, as it assumed that he saved Saipan for last due to the island being the second largest within the archipelago. He ignored the largest island of Guam, as North Mariana and Guam do take up the same kind of like area and all, like group of islands, but Guam being more politically separate entity kind of thing, island kind of thing, and due to the island already being occupied by the Spaniards, this year Guam was go and look for the Guam video I did last week. By the time he was ready to take Saipan, he had built a large lattice stone to a house that was larger than any house his father built, and according to the legend, he had cut the lattice stones out of the earth, hoisting them on his shoulders and setting them in place by himself, which was kind of like a wonder, as each stone weighed at least 1 to 2 tons. And when the time came to conquer Saipan, Tiger gathered all his warrior magic and was getting ready to depart. And around this time, his wife, who loved him dearly, was in labour with his first child. As the birth proved to be quite difficult, as a Suhanu, the Chamorro medicine women are called Suhana, and as the Suhanu or Kakana or Chamorro sorcerer and midwives could not help her. In order to save his wife, Tiger started breaking his own taboos, and he gave his wife the rest of his magic that could have been used to overthrow the villages of Saipan. And he poured all his magic into her, which resulted in his first child, a daughter, being born. With what little conquest magic he had left, he used on the village of Obian in the southern coast of Saipan, and after he conquered the village, he proceeded to conquer the rest of Saipan, finally unifying the archipelago under a single rule. And after that, many years afterwards, he fathered more children, but his last child was said to be most exceptional. On the child's birthday, some say the first birthday, and others say the 5th, Tiger gave his son a gift of a very large coconut crab, ayuyu, in the Chamorro language. Sorry if I botched the name, like any other pronunciations. To play with, the crab freed itself and ran into a hole under a large palm that grew near the village. As the child ran after the crab and uprooted the tree to take his new pet back. As the sight of his son uprooting the palm tree filled Tiger with fear, for it was a larger tree than he could uproot, as Tiger remembered his own youth and ambition. And at this point, the legend of Tiger kind of goes into many variants. Some say Tiger smothered the child in the night, some say he picked up the tree and killed his son with it while the boy was at play, and others say he was killed him with one of the lattice stones. But nonetheless, he killed his son and instantly regretted it. He wasn't the only one who was overcome with grief, as his wife died of heartbreak shortly afterwards, and his eldest daughter, who loved his younger brother dearly, starved herself to death while wandering around on nearby beaches, as Tiger was devastated by the loss of his wife and children. And as part of his grief was related to the Chamorro beliefs about the afterlife, as it's believed that one who suffered a straw death, it would lead the ancient Chamorro equivalent of heaven, and if one suffered a violent death, it would lead to the Chamorro equivalent of hell. And at the same time, the Spanish Franciscan missionaries began to visit the islands north of Guam. Unlike the Spanish, they decided to stay among the native community while trying to convert the populace. Tiger had heard the missionaries preach before. He did not oppose them, nor was he keen on joining them. The missionaries early on had made some converts among the high class, but many other converts turned away from the religion when they realized Christian message applied to all, not just the higher class. And then something else of the blue happened as Tiger decides to go to one of the Franciscan missionaries and requested if he could convert to Christianity. The reason being that Tiger had been to a cave near the village, which they said was suddenly filled with bright light and much fire surrounding a woman who he believed to be the Holy Virgin. He even told him to believe that what the priests were telling his people. Soon afterwards, he was baptized as Jose Tiger. And not long after, the rest of the Chamorro people followed him. However, in doing so, discovering that the ancestral spirits wanting nothing more to do with them. And even when the Chamorros treated them respectively, they believed to have become dangerous to the point where modern day Chamorros, mostly the northern Mariana Islands, would not even go to the toilet in the jungle forest without asking permission pardon from the ancestral spirits, known as Taotaomana in the Chamorro language. As the Chamorro people say that the mass conversion the Chamorros began shrinking. They were no longer giants. They eventually became as small as the Spaniards, and they came to hate nearly 300 years of oppressive rule kind of thing. And yeah. And that is the North Mariana Islands for you, and yeah. Bye for now.